everyone? Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link to you down below. Has a link to all my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as link to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about New York Jets training camp. Oh yes, it's continuing on. It's continuing on. Guys are still out there fighting, okay? Iron is sharpening iron. You got guys out there trying to establish themselves. You got guys out there trying to grab starting spots. You got guys fighting for depth positions. You got guys fighting just to make the roster. You got guys going out there putting everything on the line to get better and push forward with this football team, all right? And I'm telling you, it's exciting to see, all right? And we're going to discuss some things that happen in camp. We're also going to cover some Jets roster moves as well, some injuries too. We're going to be talking about it all. So first, I want to start with the offensive side of the ball, okay? Listen, Aaron Rodgers is back. We know he had a little bit of a scare. He had his foot stepped on in practice a day ago, and people were kind of thinking the worst, but it's nothing. You know, he had his small toe stepped on. Everything's fine. He was back at practice, and he was looking sharp, man. He was looking really sharp. He was throwing dots. He was hitting guys left and right. The offense was moving. He had Corey Davis, who looked solid on the day as well. And he also worked the tight end position. We saw a great throw to Ruckert. And it's crazy. Him and Ruckert are really building chemistry, man. There was a throw that he made to Ruckert in one day of these camps that was phenomenal. And I want you guys to see this throw. It is great. Just the way he manipulates the defense and then finds Ruckert is unbelievable. Go ahead and watch this clip. Now, you see, I'm telling you, this guy's doing business. And he also today hit C.J. Uzomah and Conklin as well. So we're seeing utilization of the tight end position in the Jets offense, which is huge because for years, I'm talking for years, with past offensive coordinators, the Jets tight end position just wasn't utilized effectively at all, which made it pretty easy for defenses to come out and cover us because it was like, Jets don't really utilize their tight ends much. Don't worry about that, you know? But to see a guy like C.J. Uzomah, Conklin, and again, we're seeing Ruckert really start to build this offseason, looking like he's going to have, you know, a spot and a role within the offense this upcoming year. That's something else that opposing defenses are going to fear. They're going to have to fear against us. Even C.J. Uzomah talked about how much the tight ends were eating at Jets camp. Go ahead and check this out.
I don't know if you were watching practice too much today, but the tight ends kind of feasted today, so it was a great day for us. We're on the same page.
See, I'm telling you, tight end's going to be something to watch, and especially a guy like C.J. Uzomah, who I think has the ability to put up big-time numbers here, and I think he's going to have a big impact for us this upcoming season as well from that tight end position. Now, let me tell you something. That boy Mecole Hardman, him and Aaron Rodgers are really finding their stride. We saw Aaron Rodgers hitting Mecole Hardman. And the thing about Mecole Hardman is, listen, he is a deep ball threat. And with all the other threats that we have, right? Lazard, Garrett Wilson, we'll talk about him in a second. You got the tight end position really establishing itself within the offense as well. They're going to be stepping up and making plays. I think our running game is going to be better. Mecole Hardman could be a guy, man, you put him in that slot, the defense sleeps on him, and it's an easy touchdown. A quick 6, because this man has speed on him. I'm talking has speed. So him and Aaron Rodgers are building that chemistry, and even Mecole as well talked about how they're still getting it, you know, gathering that chemistry as far as the deep ball, which is going to become very deadly this upcoming season. But all the intermediate to short stuff, they're pretty good on that. But once they, you know, get that deep ball chemistry in order, it's going to be something. Once that develops, I'm telling you. And, you know, again, they're just working and getting better and better every single day. Zach Wilson has been looking good as well. You know, as we saw him in the preseason game, he looked good. But in practices, he's been putting things together too. Very sharp, clean, crisp throws. You know, he's been doing his thing. So, Zach Wilson continues to build. We know last season didn't look very good, but coming into this season, he understands he's sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, and he's just working to get better within the system, get better within the situation. And he's a guy that, down the line could be back as the starting quarterback of the New York Jets once Aaron Rodgers decides to move on. And he could be the guy, that continues to help the New York Jets win moving forward as he continues to, work back and get better. So that's exciting to see, and that's good news that Zach Wilson is continuing to grow and evolve within this offense. Now, there were some injuries as well. Laken Tomlinson suffered an injury today, but he's going to be fine. According to Sulla, everything's going to be all right with him, so he'll be back. Garrett Wilson as well, recovering from that rolled ankle that he had in practice. Whoa, it was a little scary, but they said they expect him back at practice very soon as well, so it's nothing crazy whatsoever. So he'll be back soon. But then you go over to the defensive side of the ball, we also had some injuries there. Carl Lawson had a issue with his back, some back stiffness, so he wasn't at practice, but he should be back soon. Quincy Williams and Jermaine Johnson also were injured at training camp as well, but they should be solid as well. Sulla said that it was just little knick-knack injuries, and they should be back soon as well. So everything's looking good, right? We got guys, getting nicked up here and there, but they'll come back and everything's going to be fine. So we're very relatively healthy, which is beautiful, okay? Because, again, we've seen in the past in Jets training camps where, things kind of fell off the cart pretty fast with guys going down with big injuries and missing significant time. So far, everything's been good. Everything's been looking good, and I'm excited. Now, as we go over to the defensive side of the ball, that boy Will McDonald is flashing on a daily in camp, man. This guy is putting things together. Will is so fast. He's so fast, and you see it constantly. And the way he's able to get off of his blocks is unbelievable. This young man, I'm telling you, is going to be deployed within his defense this season. And he's going to be turning heads, man. I cannot wait to see him go out there and destroy people. We saw him in the preseason game. He put a spin move on an offensive lineman that had him in a daze, and then he was able to hit a quarterback and just, force some disruption along that offense, man. Let me tell you something. Will McDonald is going to be something else, and he just continues to get better every single day. Also, Sauce, that boy Sauce had a big play, all right? Now, again, the offense looked very good today. Aaron Rodgers was doing his thing, but he did end practice with a red zone interception that was caught by that boy Sauce, So once Sauce caught it, he took it back to the other side, took it 100 yards and got himself a defensive TD as well. All right, listen, Sauce making plays out there. Sauce making plays, doing his thing to end practice. So, but again, Aaron Rodgers and the offense really handled business today. So now the Jets did make some moves on the roster as well, okay? The Jets cut Hamza Nasruddin, a linebacker. We know that he had an arm injury in practice recently in training camp. They've moved on from him, so he's been released. They also released Malik Hall as well. And the Jets signed Nick Virgil and Sam Eugenovin. So it's going to be very interesting going forward. We all know that linebacker position has a lot of questions, especially after C.J. Mosley and Quincy Williams. There's a big question mark on the other side. It's looking like Jamin Sherwood is going to be that other linebacker. He looked pretty solid in the preseason game, but as far as depth and other stuff, there's a lot of questions there. Zarat has made some moves. We saw him get an interception in the past game, but where's the consistency within the position? I think that's the big question mark. So we'll see what happens going forward. Listen, comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about the Jets offense looking solid today? Aaron Rodgers throwing dots. What are your thoughts about the Jets defense? How do you feel about Will McDonald? What are your thoughts about the cuts? Nasruddin, being cut. How do you feel about it? Comment down below. Let's go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.